Women's corporate progress threatened as companies scale back DEI priorities, new report warns. Large U.S. corporations have spent the past decade slowly increasing the number of women in management and leadership roles. But new signals from both employers and employees suggest those fragile gains may now be slipping. That warning comes from the latest annual Women in the Workplace report by McKinsey & Company and Lean In, which concludes that women remain underrepresented at every stage of the corporate hierarchy for the 11th straight year and that companies' commitment to gender equity is declining. After 10 years of measurable progress, we are seeing signs that corporate America is losing focus, said Rachel Thomas, co-founder and CEO of Lean In. Women are feeling the pullback. Companies are deprioritizing women's advancement. For the first time, researchers asked companies how strongly they prioritize advancing women's careers. Just 54% said it is a high priority, while 46% said the same about the advancement of women of color. Another 21% admitted that helping women move forward is little to no priority at all. Commitment to gender diversity overall has also slipped steadily since peaking at 88% in 2017. Additionally, many employers reported rolling back initiatives that historically helped women progress, such as remote work options, formal sponsorship programs, and targeted leadership development. The findings draw from corporate talent pipeline data from 124 companies, interviews with HR executives, and a survey of more than 9,500 full-time employees in the US and Canada. Promotion gap is still widespread. Women continue to be promoted at lower rates than men across all job levels. In 2024, for every 100 men promoted, only 93 women advanced. That is an improvement over last year's 81. But researchers caution that the companies supplying data this year tend to employ more women than those in previous years, potentially skewing results. Sponsorship also remains uneven. While 72% of senior men said they have a sponsor, only 66% of senior women do. The gap is most severe at the entry level. 31% of women versus 45% of men reported having sponsors. This matters because sponsored employees are promoted nearly twice as often as those without support. Senior men were also 70% more likely than senior women to say they were offered leadership or career development training. Remote work penalties hit women harder. A persistent flexibility stigma, the assumption that remote workers are less committed, appears to impact women more than men. Among women working on-site most of the week, 54% had a sponsor. 53% earned a promotion in the past 2 years. For women working remotely the majority of the week, both numbers fall to 37%. Men experience only slight declines when working remotely, suggesting women face an additional penalty for choosing flexible work arrangements. This extra penalty is real and significant, said Alexis Krivkovich, a senior partner at McKinsey. Ambition gap emerges. Despite high commitment to their careers, women reported a lower desire to pursue advancement this year. 80% of women said they want to be promoted. 86% of men said the same. The difference is largest at the entry and senior levels. Several factors may drive this gap. Lack of support. When women receive strong sponsorship and management backing, their motivation to advance matches that of men. Early disadvantage. Women hold only 1/3 of entry-level people manager roles, limiting early leadership pathways. Heavier home responsibilities. Nearly 25% of women who are not seeking promotion cite personal or family obligations as the main barrier, compared with just 15% of men. A decade of gains at risk. Together, the data suggest a troubling trend. as companies retreat from programs supporting gender diversity and as remote work penalties widen, women's hard-won progress in corporate leadership may begin to reverse. The report's authors conclude with a clear warning: without renewed corporate commitment, the next decade may see stalled or even declining representation of women in leadership.